It's the final brain cell. Okay. Hey, hi, hello, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy, sometimes Mouse, and I talk about books and book-related things. And today, I am giving you my top books of the year, Battle Royale style. This is not how I normally do this, and by that I mean I think I've only done a top books of the year once because I'm a baby booktuber, okay? I'm one of the oldest booktubers, I think, but baby booktuber. Nonetheless, let's get this show on the road. So Battle Royale style, I will be showing you a better clip of this so you can see it close up, so you can see who's versus who. I would have you zoomed in, but unfortunately, I don't want to squat this whole time, and my chair won't roll into this part of the room, so it is what it is. Also, it is 7 o'clock in the morning, which means the lighting might change depending on the sun is currently coming up. So my lighting may change drastically throughout this video, and I am very sorry in advance. But let's get this show on the road. I do want to disclaim that at first I did not really think it through, the books that I put in this Battle Royale. I didn't really decide like more thoroughly. I don't know, I just didn't think about it. Because first up we have Witchlings, which is a middle grade, versus Babel, that I'm pretty sure is an adult book, which are kind of hard to compare. But writing-wise, I would say that Babel wins, but that's because it's an adult book, and so the writing was a little bit more complex and in-depth. But my enjoyment-wise, I actually think Witchlings wins this round, which I would not have expected. But I think Witchlings wins this round, so we're gonna go ahead and put them here. Let me get out of the way, I'm left-handed, sorry y'all. Next, we have Nona the Ninth versus Misrule. Now, this was actually kind of a good pairing, good battle it outness, because they are both sequels or a continuation of a series known as like the third in the book series, but both sequels, both gay, both weird worlds with weird rules. Misrule did sequels pretty good. I was very nervous about it when it came out. I was nervous that it was not going to be a good sequel. Also because I did not think that the book prior even needed a sequel, so I was a little bit nervous about it. Nona the Ninth, I had no expectations, which I never do with the Locked Tomb books. I just strictly don't have expectations for those books. I just go in, vibe it out, call it good. But I will have to say that Nona definitely won that round, because while Misrule is good, it wasn't as good as Nona, in my opinion. Nona, especially for the Locked Tomb series, Nona did a really good job of bringing together a whole bunch of stuff that the other books have talked about, but in an almost more consumable way than the previous two books were. So like of the Locked Tomb books, I think it made the most sense, although the nonsensicalness of the Locked Tomb books is kind of its selling feature, right? But I still think that it was just a good book. It was a really good book, I don't know. Next we have Seasonal Fears by Shauna McGuire and The Bone Orchard. Wow, I think the fact that I remember the author for one of these and not the other is really clear. Nothing is gonna beat the Alchemical Journeys books for me, sorry. That's not even a discussion we have to have. I've read Seasonal Fears I think 3 times last year, and it came out last year, so. Next, and these are kind of a weird pairing, Trist 6 Venom, which is a smut book with the bullying trope, but sapphic. And things have gotten worse since we last spoke. These books are so desperately different than one another that comparing them is so strange. Did I enjoy Trist 6? Yes. Would I read it again? No. Did I enjoy Things Have Gotten Worse? Yes. Would I read it again? I literally did last year. So I think that that in itself kind of speaks for itself, and I'm going to have to say that things have gotten worse since we last spoke. And other misfortunes, I'm actually going to just go ahead and include the re-release of it, and I'm going to have to say that it wins. It was a good book, y'all. Next up, we have I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Wow, a nonfiction book. And Our Crooked Hearts by the the lady who wrote Cinder, Marissa Meyer. Now, Marissa Meyer does a really good job of dark fairy tales, and I like that a lot. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that content a lot. However, I'm Glad My Mom Died rocked my fucking world. I've never read a nonfiction book written by a celebrity as good as this one, and I've read a lot of autobiographies written by celebrities, like a lot of them. And this book was honestly fucking incredible. This book was incredible. I enjoyed it so thoroughly and highly recommend it to anyone, but also recommend reading the trigger warnings. So I think that that's gonna have to be, it's gonna have to go to I'm Glad My Mom Died. Like, it's gonna have to go to that one. So, okay, and our final two are Legends and Lattes, which is a comforting book. It's a cozy book. I think that's the term that everybody uses. And then This Vicious Grace, which I read in December and was definitely one of the top books that I read in December. I enjoyed it a whole lot. But did I enjoy it as much as Legends and Lattes? No. That's it. The answer is no. The romance in This Vicious Grace is why it loses to Legends and Lattes. It wasn't bad. It just was kind of like, eh. All right. That has completed round one of my book battle royale. Let's move on to round two. Give me one moment while I get my note cards back in order. This is where things get very hard. We are now in the part where I don't enjoy this as much. All right, I will get you guys over. Okay, so first up we have Witchlings versus Nona the Ninth. Again, comparing a middle grade to adult books is very tough. Based on my enjoyment alone, though, I'm gonna have to give it to Nona. Nona was just hands down a really fantastic book. A really great part of a series. Witchlings was a good start to a series, but I'm an adult. That sounded so desperate. I love middle grade, I do, but I don't think that it can compare to the writing of Nona and also my enjoyment level. Do I think this is a fair comparison? Absolutely the fuck not. No, I don't think comparing a middle grade to an adult fantasy is, no, not adult or young adult, I don't know. I don't think that that's fair, but these are my top books from each month, so sorry. Sorry, Nona wins. This is gonna suck, and I already know it. Seasonal Fears versus Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to give this one to Shannon. Here's the thing. Seasonal Fears, the main character has a heart condition, and the way that she talks about the heart condition and how it always feels like her body is out of her control, and how she just wants to have control of some things in her life. Like, she just wants a few things to be up to her, and she is tired of everyone always worrying about her, and tired of always having to monitor her heart rate, and tired of having the energy to run or whatever, and her heart not cooperating. And as someone who has a heart condition, that shit made me cry a lot. It was written so well. No, I don't have a heart condition that's gonna kill me, so at least I have that. But it emotionally got me on a level I did not expect. Middle Game didn't even do that for me. Seasonal Fears, though, got me on an emotional level I didn't expect. And the romance between Middle Game or the romance in Seasonal Fears, because of the caretaker person who needs to be cared for, but person who needs to be cared for is actually a really strong individual, got me in my feels, which for me right now, talking about it, you know, I'm going through it. So that was, I don't think I could emotionally read it now. But it was really, really good, and I appreciated that representation a lot. So I'm gonna have to give it to Seasonal Fears. I'm gonna have way more fun doing the worst books of the year than I am on this one. All right, how do I compare these two books? I've got I'm Glad My Mom Died and Legends and Lattes. These are so incredibly different books. These are so not even close to the same kind of book. I don't know how you compare these two books. Fuck me. I'm gonna actually have to go with I'm Glad My Mom Died on this one. It lives in my head rent-free. I have never talked about a book so publicly. Legends and Lattes was really good, especially from an indie pub, but like, or self-pub? I don't even know. Legends and Lattes was really good and really cozy, but I'm not really a cozy reads person. And so, yeah, it was nice, but I actually like for my books to have pretty high stakes for me to pay attention because your girl got ADHD. So I'm gonna have to go with I'm Glad My Mom Died, even though it hurt my feelings a lot and making this decision sucks. All right, that's the end of our second round. I will show you guys who our winners are, and I guess I would rank them first, second, and third, but who is gonna be in first place? Wait for the third round for that one. All right, our third round sucks. We've got Nona the Ninth versus Seasonal Fears versus I'm Glad My Mom Died. So let's do this. Nona versus Seasonal Fears. Both of them are sequels. Both of them are adult fantasy, I think. Both of them are from probably top series for me. So if I had to choose on an enjoyment ranking and like how many times would I reread this, Seasonal Fears would take the cake because I would reread Seasonal Fears back to back. And in fact, I did. Nona was super good. I would reread it, but I'd only reread it to continue the series. So when Electa the Ninth comes out, I will reread the whole series again to read Nona. Does Nona live in my head rent-free? Sometimes, but not as much as Seasonal Fears. I've talked a lot about Seasonal Fears to anyone who will listen to me. Anybody that will listen to me talk about books, I'm like, read Middle Game, then read Seasonal Fears. So I'm gonna have to give between these two, I'm gonna have to give it to Seasonal Fears. If I were gonna compare Nona and I'm Glad My Mom Died, I'm gonna have to give it to Nona on an enjoyment basis. I'm Glad My Mom Died I enjoyed a lot, but it was very hard to read and emotional and hurt my feelings. And for like, how much fun did I have reading it? Not a lot. It would be like comparing my abolition books to a fantasy book. It's kind of hard to compare, but which do I enjoy more? The fantasy books, even though the information is important and I need to know it, right? So of these two, I'm gonna have to give it to Nona the Ninth. So this would go into third place, second place, and first place, which means my top book of the year is gonna be Seasonal Fears by Shauna Maguire. And if Art or Alex or Alu say anything about it, shut the fuck up. Those are my best friends. Yeah, I even think my real life, my like not online best friends would also say some shit about this. So shh. So that's my top books of the year, with the winner of the year being Seasonal Fears by Shauna Maguire. I enjoyed it greatly and I appreciated it greatly. That's it. That's the video. It's a little bit chaotic, a little bit at 7 o'clock in the morning, you know, a bit much, but anyway. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did not enjoy this video, I'm sorry. I only make them once a year, so I'm not gonna really do a whole lot of improvement, but I enjoyed doing it in this style rather than the regular style that I was doing it in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and comment down below what you guys were thinking was gonna win or what you would have picked. Don't wish me dead on it or anything though. Oh wait, this isn't TikTok. I'm getting death threats on TikTok, so it's like, I feel like I have to ask people not to do that now on the internet. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a great day. I will talk to you guys again on Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and again on Tuesday next week, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, every single week-ish. I'm still a little bit on hiatus, but I'm trying to get these videos done for you guys before the like end of the year wrap-up season is over, because I don't want to like miss my opportunity because I've had these videos planned for a while and I've been really excited about them. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to take your meds, drink your water, and do something today to take care of yourselves. Okay, thanks, bye.